How are you? All right, so we are at the trailhead right now. We're about to start our little adventure right here. So let's see what happens, all right? Let's run the intro. All right, so we are at the Icehouse Trail in Mountain Baldy area, and we're gonna be hitting one of the peaks right here. I'm still not sure which one, but we got a lot of selections here. We got Ontario Peak, Cucamonga Peak, Bighorn Peak, Telegraph, Timber, a whole bunch. So hang there and let's see. All right, enjoy. As I had mentioned, the Icehouse Trail is located near Mountain Baldy. At the trailhead's parking lot, a California Adventure Pass is required. The day pass is $5 and the year pass is $30. For a second vehicle, you add $5, making it a total of $35. Obtaining an adventure pass is important because it's not only a vehicle parking permit. That's how funds are collected for security, trail maintenance, education, and much more. Plus, it is good for all California, not only this trail. Okay, back to the Icehouse Trail. It is a very popular and most times heavily trafficked trail. Part of its great popularity is due to the many destinations and activities that can be reached and found along the way. Some of the activities you can find within the first mile are picnicking and what I like to call river bathing. Although the river has some deep pools, swimming is technically not possible. That's why I call it bathing. Kids and adults alike can enjoy playing on the river's water, especially during the hot summer days. There are also some interesting cabins and some reminiscent of others in ruins. A lot of the cabins were built by the Chapman family. There is much to say about them. Perhaps I should cover their history in more detail in another video. Also, each cabin has its own history. Some of the cabins in ruins were lost to floods and others to fires. However, permits to build more or rebuild the ones lost were not issued. I will also cover the cabin's history when I cover the Chapman family history, as they almost go hand in hand. There are also a couple of mountaineering routes. They are dangerous and challenging, and they should not be attempted alone. But the main trail is easy moderate to moderate, and the gradient is between 6 and 12%. At a little bit over a mile on the main trail, you will find the Chapman Trail's fork. That trail leads toward the Cedar camping site and back to the main trail about half a mile short from the Icehouse saddle. It is a longer but more level way, making it an easier option to reach the Icehouse saddle. Going straight is a shorter and stiffer way with a gradient between 12 to 16 degrees with a couple switchback areas. By the way, did you know that the Icehouse Trail was named after the ice plant that used to be there and supply ice to the people down in the valley? Well, now you know. Anyhow, the business is long gone, but the name remains. Other activities that can be found within the first 2 miles are bouldering and rock climbing. We are about to arrive to the Icehouse Saddle, and that reminds me. Some of the destinations that can be reached on this trail are inside the Cucamonga Wilderness area, therefore a free pass must be obtained. And now, this is the Icehouse Saddle. This saddle is between Bighorn Peak and Timber Peak. Today, we are climbing to Timber Peak, but the Icehouse Saddle is where trails for other popular destinations split. Some of those destinations are Ontario Peak, Cucamonga Peak, Telegraph Peak, Thunder Peak, and many more. There is a well-marked and established trail that makes it easy to reach the summit. But obviously, that's not what we are doing. We are climbing to the summit of Timber Peak through the ridge. It is a hard and unmarked way. So as always, between the easier and toughest way, we will always take the toughest way up. The ascent from the saddle to the summit is about a mile long, with gradients going from 30 to 50%. So it is doable, but it presents more risk and challenges. Timber Peak has an elevation of 8,303 feet. Now, while we get to the summit, let me tell you more about the Cucamonga Wilderness Pass. It is free, and there's different ways to obtain it. Online, at the ranger station, or the most common one, at the brown box at the beginning of the trail. Even though it is a free pass, and I do not know anyone that has been cited for not having it, it is of great importance to obtain it. It lets authorities estimate an amount of yearly visitors to the area. Then funds for maintenance and preservation are distributed based on that number. And in the case of a natural disaster like a wildfire, an estimated number of people on the trail can be quickly provided, and efforts for rescue can be properly coordinated. At last, we have reached the summit. So let's take a 360 selfie. For now, the mountain is ours. Now, let's go get the logbook and sign in. I hope there is a blank page or enough space, as I like to write more than my name, date, and time. Now, let's have some lunch and enjoy the moment. I don't know where they came from, but there are a bunch of bees. They are not gonna sting me, but they are so annoying. But for the most part, I'm able to enjoy my lunch in peace. Oh, in case you're wondering what it is sushi. I was going to eat only half of it at the summit and the other half somewhere on the way down. However, we are in the middle of a heat wave. My cold pack melted, and the sushi had a big chance to go bad. So I took my time and I ate it all. I spent more time at the summit than I initially anticipated, but it was nice. Well, this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And if it's not too much to ask, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe. That would really help. Other than that, I'll see you in the trails.